Guys, it's Anthony Chancemuth from Confidentpreneur, and I have with me Jia. Is it Jia or Jia?
Jia.
Jia Giang.
Jia Giang.
Jia Giang. Okay.
Whatever, anything works.
Okay. Cool. So we're going to do a quick, like a 1-minute interview, and Jia is, I guess, you would become known now as the rejection guy.
Guess so.
Yeah. Okay. So your story. What's your story? How did you get involved with this? Just quickly.
So basically, I was an entrepreneur who got rejected with the investment, hated how I felt, and saw how afraid I was. So to overcome that fear of rejection, I went out and did this blog called 100 Days of Rejection. You can find it at fearbuster.com. And so every day I would go out and get something to get rejected at. I just made up all these crazy requests, like driving a police car and flying a stranger's plane, and then ask for donuts makers to make me donuts that look like Olympic rings. But the problem is people start saying yes to me, and more yes than no's actually. And I learned so much from this experience, and I started telling people about it. I started learning from it. I started speaking on it, and I wrote a book about it. It will come out next year. So this is and then I learned that I have this dream right now to help the world to overcome the fear of rejection like I did. So this is what I'm doing.
Cool. Okay. So one thing that I'm waiting for the book. What I'd like to know is, because you do come from a Chinese background, that's your culture, how were you able to handle the expectations from that culture as opposed to the American culture? Because they're different.
Right. It's a little bit, what do you mean expectation?
Like, I mean, okay, so I guess if someone in your family or someone that your relatives ask you, what are you doing? And you say, I walk around teaching people how to deal with rejection.
Yeah.
That's not a common career. People don't do that.
It's not a common career, but it's a common fear.
Mm-hmm.
And they might not understand what how I'm doing things, but they understand what I'm doing. I'm teaching people to overcome their fear, and we all have that fear. No matter you're Chinese or American or you're Russian, it doesn't matter. We all have that fear.
Okay, cool, thank you. And so what's been the effect? I know you shared your story about your wife.
Mm-hmm.
Can you quickly share it now, like how that was a big thing for you? She helped you, and so how important is the role of you having a partner?
Yeah, so I think if you want to be an entrepreneur, the number one thing you do is to find a good wife. I'm just kidding. But it works when you're single as well. Of course, a lot of entrepreneurs are single, but for me, at least, to have a wife that supports my venture and who can kind of jump with me, like you never make this decision unilaterally. It's a collective decision between you and your partner. And my wife said, she was the one who encouraged me to do this, and she was the one who encouraged me not to quit, and she was the one who gave me ideas, and she was like, she's like my partner in doing this. So it's my secret weapon. I have someone who supports me at home, and it's really important.
Yeah. So the interesting thing that we got from today was that the story turned around, and then once you had accomplished what you did, and then you were looking at, well, how do I help my wife?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what happened there?
Basically, after 100 Days of Rejection, after I wrote the book, I wanted to develop a method about how do you not be afraid of rejection, and how do you apply that to real life goals. Now, her goal is to work at Google, and so I coach her and help her, and eventually got her job at Google. Mm-hmm. So,
fantastic. Okay, I had a question for you. So, tell me about the gym. So, why do you use this gym? What's this idea about?
I call this Rejection Gym. It's a 30-day course where I would teach people hold their hand through rejections. I would ask them to get rejected. But based on, it's not just about rejection. After each rejection, I would analyze with them and tell them what to learn from that experience. So basically, I want people to go through what I went through. I went through 100 days of rejection. I really don't feel I need 100 days. But after around 30 days, I felt my personality changed even. I'm not afraid anymore. I really don't care about what people think about me anymore. So, and because of that, I was able to do things that I was never able to do before. I want people to have the experience that I had.
Cool. All right, so this is going to be the last question. Thank you for your time. And does fear ever go away? And do you what if you had a fear right now, what would that be?
Okay, fear. I don't fear. I don't think fear ever goes away, but you can have the. Fear is almost like what can I say? It's like gravity, right? It's always there. But what you can do is you can build your muscle to be stronger. And in this case, it's a mental muscle. It's your courage to be stronger. So you're not affected by gravity the way that you cannot even walk anymore. You can learn to walk, you can learn to run, you can learn to jump and jump higher. So the fear will always be here, but we can find different ways to fight that fear and suppress that fear. So.
Cool. All right. So join the gym. I think that's a good recommendation.
Yeah, go to my website fearbuster.com, and I'm beta testing the gym. It's called Rejection Gym. It's a 30-day course. If you're interested, sign up.
Cool. All right. I think I'm going to do that. Definitely. Thanks a lot, Jia.
Thank you.
You were awesome, man. And yeah, I'm honored to meet you.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.